Now we have cash flow valuation, or which is also called dividend discount model. Now first we have to concern with single period valuation model. Here in the single period valuation model, it is to be assumed that the investors will hold the share for a specific period. Suppose it is for 1 year. If one hold a share for 1 year, then what will be his realization? He will realize the revenue income in the form of dividend. But that dividend income, that means D1, that is to be generated at the end of the year, and that is to be converted in its present value. That means if the dividend is received now, what will be the value of that dividend? I repeat again, here D1 represent that the amount of the dividend that will generated at the end of the year. Now if it is to be discounted in its present value by dividing D1 by 1 divided by K, and when D1 is divided by 1 divided by K, it is converted in its present value. That means if the dividend is received now, what will be its value? Now dividend income is the revenue income that is to be generated by holding a share for 1 year. Now after holding share for 1 year, that is to be disposed of, and the disposal value will be taken as P1, that means price realized at the end of the first year. Now this is also to be converted in its present value by dividing it with 1 plus K. Now if P1 is divided by 1 plus K, then we will get the present value of this amount. Now by adding these two, we have price at the beginning. This is the revenue income that is generated for holding a share for 1 year, and this is to be converted in its present value. This is the price that is to be realized by disposal of the share at the end of the first year, and it is to be converted into its present value, and by adding these two, we have the price of the share at the beginning. Here P0 is the current price of the equity share, D1 is the dividend expected a year hence, P1 is the price of the share expected a year hence, K is the rate of return required on equity capital or cost of equity capital. Now here we have a question. P Limited equity share is expected to provide a dividend of rupees 2 and fetch a price of rupees 18 a year hence. That means there is revenue return of rupees 2 at the end of first year, and at the end of first year the share will be sold at a price of rupees 18. Now what price would it sell for now if the investors required rate of return is 12%? That means we have to calculate the price of the share at now. So we have to calculate P0. Here the formula of P0 is equal to D1 divided by 1 plus K plus P1 divided by 1 plus K. Here D1 is 2, that is to be converted in its present value by dividing it with 1 plus K. Here K is 0.12, that means 12%. Here P1 is the price that will realize at the end of the first year. This is to be converted in its present value by dividing it with 1 plus K. Here K is 0.12. Now by adding these two, we have the price of the share at the beginning. That means here the price of the share at now is rupees 17.86. Now if the price of the equity share is expected to grow at the rate of G% annually, then the formula will be taken as will be P0 equal to D1 divided by 1 plus K plus, in place of P1 there will be P0 into 1 plus G, because there is growth of G%, and P1 will be taken as P0 into 1 plus G. So here in place of P1 we have to write P0 into 1 plus G divided by 1 plus K. Now here if we move P0 into 1 plus G divided by 1 plus K in the left side, then we have P0 minus, here if this factor is moved to the left side, then the sign will be minus. So P0 minus P0 into 1 plus g divided by 1 plus k equal to d1 divided by 1 plus k. Then we have to take common P0, and in the left hand side we have 1 minus 1 plus g divided by 1 plus k equal to d1 divided by 1 plus k. By rearranging this, we have P0 into 1 plus k minus 1 minus g divided by 1 plus k. In the right hand side we have d1 divided by 1 plus k. Now in the left hand side we have P0, here minus 1 and plus 1 will be eliminated. So in the left hand side we have P0 into k minus g divided by 1 plus k equal to d1 divided by 1 plus k. Now we have to eliminate 1 plus k from both from left side and right side. Then we have P0 into 1 P0 into k minus g divided by d1, and finally we have the formula of P0 equal to d1 divided by k minus g. d1 again can be written as d0 into 1 plus g, because there is a growth of g% annually, and this is the constant growth. So the formula of P0, when there is growth of g%, constant growth of g%, will take shape as P0 equal to d0 into 1 plus g divided by k minus g. This is known as the Gordon method, and here this method, you have used this method at the time of valuation of the share in your BCom courses in the paper Financial Management in the chapter Dividend Policy. Here the formula of calculation of the value of the equity share at beginning at the time 0 is equal to d1 divided by k minus g, and this is known as Gordon method, and Gordon method is to be applied where the growth rate is constant. Here it is taken as g%.